Hello and welcome. My name is Cramps, and even though work has been interfering a bit with my season here in Project Diablo 2, I'm still very much an addict. My paladin is at level 98, and because the grind for 99 is a bit taxing, I've decided to make a couple of alts. I have a cold sorceress who's been farming PS for me, and I've decided to make this dogboy to do Ubers, and yeah, after 9 seasons, it's finally time for me to do my first Dclone. I'm not really well equipped for the fight, just a couple of small items to make it viable, but I'm just gonna hop into the fight. I'm gonna mute myself because I'm gonna be screaming a lot, drinking a lot of red juice, and probably dying. But afterwards, we'll show the small pieces of gear that I've put on this little dog boy. Hope you enjoy this session here. I'm just gonna breathe into a bag real quick, get the nerves in order, and jump in with that big D. Well, that was easier than I'd expected. And yeah, I might have lied a bit about my gear, as you might have noticed. My gear is pretty decent, but just wanted you to think I was a natural at this, being my first try and all. Yeah, probably forgot to mention that this dogboy is of course a Fury Druid. And in the skills I've maxed out Werewolf, Lycanthropy, Feral Rage, Fury. And yeah, I just put some points into the creepers, even though they're definitely not necessary. And 11 points in Heart of Wolverine. 6 points into Oaksage. He's at level 91. And of course I have the strength to wear my gear and the rest in Vitality. Let's just see the hit chance here. Okay, that's pretty good. And if we go over this slightly misrepresented gear, I've been putting a lot of high runes in this guy because I want to do all the tiers of Dclone and probably Ratma as well. And he's well on his way to this. Definitely, this was much easier than I'd thought. And I'm gonna do tier 1 at least. Probably when I've done a couple of these, gonna go for tier 1 and tier 2 at some point, depending on the difficulty of the next tier. Let's go with the gear. This cheap gear I'm talking about. Well, the gloves are cheap. Just a couple of leather gouts I found to help with the max fire res. And I've got 2 dwarf stars with 6 fire absorb. This one isn't that great, just both of them are self-found, self-slammed. Fire res on this one, and this one is pretty good with a life slam on it. I got a Vedongos, 15% PDR, above average vitality, and just a fire res slam. I haven't really been very lucky with the slams and the Vedongos. I have a pair of Waterwalks with max life, 65, and a cold res slam on it. Pretty nice. Got them for an ist, I think. Pretty cheap. Because of it's only the 2% max cold res. I'm wearing a metal grid, also self-found, with high attack rating, middle of the road all res. And now for the GG stuff. The stuff I might have been not wholly truthful about. I've got a free target Spirit Keeper that I've chucked a couple of Vex runes and a Charm rune into. It's got 5 Cold Absorb, 9 Lightning Absorb, and this is my source of Cannot Be Frozen. And of course, because of the 2 Vexes, I get it a little bit more maximum fire rest. And I have this self-found, self-slammed Shaft Stop, 30 PDR, 130 life, 2% off perfect defense. And I chucked 3 Jar runes in there to get that big life pool. As you see, we're at 3100. Yeah, that's not even, I'm not even battle ordered. So 3400 life, which should be good enough for tier 2, I think. And for the biggest GG, my beloved Cranium Basher. I bought this unboxed and was lucky to get the 4 holes in it. It's got an IAS ED slam, and I've chucked 3 40-15 joules in it to hit that 95 IAS breakpoint, and a SOT, of course, to not waste it. On swap, got a 5-6 Call to Arms, just a +2 lidless. And for the charms, it's kind of a mismatch of things I needed. A lot of them with res. And I think probably all of them are self-found on my paladin. Couple of shape-shifting, some auras, life and max damage. A vitality slammed Anni, and a, well, mediocre torch here. The best druid torch I found so far. 55 vitality and 12 auras. Yeah, we didn't get to use all the pots. That was cool. If we look at the character sheet here, I've of course got my reses maxed out. Got 90 fire res, 85 poison res, although they're not actually maxed out for this Dclone build. I've got 12 fire absorb, 5 cold absorb, 9 lightning absorb, big 45 PDR, and some flat as well. 11. We're hitting at 42 FHR breakpoint, and of course, well, 115 is because of the lava gouts, but that doesn't really matter on Fury Druid, as it's only the weapons IS that matters. And of course, we got the 75 crushing blow of the Cranium Basher. No deadly strike or anything other, but the damage is pretty good. Let's just look at that also for a second here. Yeah, we still got it up. 23k with this setup. When I use my Uber Trist setup with my Fortitude, Gauze, Steel Rents, some more max damage gear, and this amulet, I'm at 38k, and he totally rips through those ancients, those Ubers, ancient as well. They're kind of fun. Well, last thing to do here is to identify my first ever self-found Anni in PD2. Definitely is not gonna be a low roll, even though it doesn't really matter. Just cool to have found my first Anni. Well, above average. 49 vitality, 17 auras, 8 experience gained. Cool. The next project for this guy will be at least T1 Dclone and hopefully T2 as well. And I'm gonna do some Ratma. I'm starting to find some gear for it. Gonna P-box this G-Bane that's got a great slam on it. Found it yesterday. And I've got some PLR bells. This one is pretty nice with some PDR as well. Strength, pure res. Yeah, just gonna see what I need for the fight when I get it all together. These also have PLR, and if I'm able to find a good ring or something with half freeze, could be a good matchup, and I won't need the Cannot Be Frozen somewhere else. Got a pretty good amulet with a big slam, 75 PLR. Looking forward to trying some more bossing on this guy. Thank you for watching. Have a great day and keep on farming.